Hey everyone, welcome to Jab's Expensive Paper. I am Bax.
I am Jay.
We just wanted to do a quick check-in. We don't have any special guests this week, but we just figured we'd start live streaming and hang out, just kind of see where the conversation brings us. So, how's your week going, Jay?
It's going, busy. Work seems to just get into that busy time of the year, so there's not a whole lot of room for comics, much as I'd like. And then I just had a busy week last week with extracurricular affairs outside of work and, fun stuff. But
Nice.
how about you?
Yeah. Um, yeah, with my new job, I'm commuting again, but I am taking mass transportation to commute, which is giving me more time to read. So that's been a welcome change. So yeah, I've wrapped up one of the things I've been trying to finish, and then I'm almost actually done with another thing I recently picked up. So actually, just wanted to share this. So I just completed this box set. This is the uh, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess manga, and it came in like a really cool box here.
Yeah, that looks
Love the
nice.
artwork. Yeah,
Where'd you pick that up?
I got this at I think I got this at Barnes and Noble. That's usually where I get. I feel like most of my stuff. I try to support them.
Try to support the little guy.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy to say that, but like they kind of are like, oh no, I don't want Barnes and Noble to go away. Like that's like, I like the fact I still have like a bookstore I can go to. So, um,
Hey, Doug. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging.
hey, welcome. Oh yeah, I suppose I should open up. I'm glad you had that open. I would have missed that. So yeah, there's 11 books. I'll try not to spill them out because I got this piece here. So yeah, there's like 11
So it
books.
is. It is like an actual box. You have to open it to get the book
Yeah,
set.
yeah, yeah. It's like a really cool. It's like a really nice box set here. So yeah, there's like 11 books in total, and the artwork was really cool. So the story and art are by I am gonna butcher the name. I'm not fluent in
I'm
Japanese.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, Akira Himakawa. I actually think I did that pretty decently. Yeah. And
Looks like it.
so it's actually two women um who operate under this pen name. And so yeah, they're responsible for doing the writing in the manga. But yeah, I thought the artwork was pretty cool. This is the first book. Yeah, like that's pretty sick. There's some good stuff in there.
Do you read it from back to front, like actual manga, or is it not?
Yeah, no, it's actual manga, right? So it's yeah, you're going to us the opposite way of reading it from the right to the left on the page and then flipping the pages. Yeah. So yeah, that is definitely something to get used to if you're not familiar with manga. It definitely is a switch, especially if like you're coming off reading comics. Um there's another thing here that I really enjoyed, but like at the end of each book, they end up there's like some commentary, like the author's notes. Um which was like always kind of fun to see at like the end. Um so it took them like 7 years to get through this project, to write these books. Um but it it's kind of funny cuz like you can kind of tell like their enthusiasm like in the beginning books. They're like pretty excited, to be going on with the project, and then like by midway to like the end of the project they're like they're you can just tell like they're hitting that slump, like, oh, we just got to get this thing done. um I wish, let's see. Let me see if I can find it. I can't remember if it was like book 9. Let's see here. Yeah, before we knew it, it was volume 9, and 5 years had passed since we started working on the manga. We hope we can keep doing our best to make it through the final battle to successfully complete the series. Keep rooting for us so we don't run out of the power before the end. So it's like, yeah, towards like the end of the series, they're just like you can tell like they're just kind of hanging on for dear life to finish this project. So yeah, overall though, it was great. Twilight Princess is probably one of my favorite Zelda games, and so it was really fun to like revisit that in manga form. So highly
So
recommend it.
is it an adaptation of the game?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, and like I haven't played the game in years, but yeah, I think it loosely follows that, like the plot of the game. So
How many pages is each book?
good question. I think they're. Let me see if they're even numbered. And they don't really have numbers on them.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Yeah, they don't have numbers.
We'll start counting.
Yeah, that'll be this whole this whole podcast. Um,
We
so
love
yeah,
making this, but we are tired, says
yeah,
Doug.
we're too
Yeah,
tired.
you know what? I can relate because it's like starting a new job or a new project, right? You go in and you're excited and you want to get it done, and then suddenly you realize like this is a grind. Like it
Right.
takes a lot of effort to get creative and do something and keep that excitement level
Hmm.
going.
Yeah, and it was just the two of them for 7 years, working on this project. So yeah,
And you said it was 11 books?
yep,
So 7 years, 11 books. That's almost a book and a half per
yeah,
year.
yeah.
So, they're grinding because it's that creative process, and it's not just writing the book, right? That you send the draft, you send it to the editor, they get it back, they do corrections and edits and all that. You actually have to do the art and all that stuff, and the art takes a long
Hmm.
time. And especially when you're planning comics, based on conversations we've had with Paul and Jesse, for
Right.
example, when you have to plan it and put it on the panels and do all that different things,
Hmm.
it's even more. I want to say from an art perspective, it's even more time consuming, right?
Right. And like, these pages, like they're action packed, you know? Like there's a lot happening on every single one of these pages. So
Yeah, and one thing, if you can show that page again, one thing to take into consideration too is that there may not be a lot of words, but there is action that you can see that's clearly going on, and you have to plan for that before putting it in the page. So, because in the book you can clearly describe, like Lynx enters the um, cave, or yep. So, you know,
yeah.
in the book you're using words to describe a scenario. Here, you have to use words to describe that same scenario, but then you have to put it in paper, right, in the form of a drawing and or art, whatever you want to call it. And that's got to be painful to do all that planning. I mean, we've seen, again, we've talked to Jesse and Paul, and it takes them a good 6 months to put a comic book together, and that's 20 pages or so.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine doing that for 7 years straight with manga books and 11 of them. So haven't read it. I'll probably will, but I tip my hat to them. I won't because my
Yeah.
headphones will fall off, but I tip my hat to them.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Yeah, recommend it. It's a good read. So, um Yeah, so I finished that finally. I think I got this box set maybe like, gosh, maybe earlier this year. So it was just one of those things that was like, come on, I got to finish this thing up. This one I picked up a few weekends ago.
Oh,
So this is uh, just the collection of Craven's Last Hunt storyline. So I am actually, there's my bookmark there. I'm almost done with it. Almost. I've been making good progress on this one. So
one of the best Spider-Man storylines that I've ever read.
yeah. So here's all the books that are in this volume. Um, I don't know if that's easy for you to see, but
Not really, but
not really. Okay. So yeah, they start off with Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 20, 1986 Man of the Year. And that one is with Iron Man of 2020, which is kind of a cool little storyline there. I don't know. And then it goes through, let's see, Amazing Spider-Man Annual 21, which is the wedding. And then after the wedding, it really picks up with I think Craven's Last Hunt, starting book 1 of 6 of that series. So
it's easy to forget, or at least for me it was, until you mention it now, how close the wedding was to some of those events.
yeah.
And
So
definitely, I think even though it wasn't like, Nightfall or Death of Superman, where the hero really died or was broken, it's the first time like I think I've seen Spider-Man truly defeated.
yeah. 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 Um I mean, yeah, he's crawls himself out of the grave there.
Yeah, that's an iconic cover, right?
Yeah, it is. It's such a great cover. And it had been a while since I'd read Annual number 21, the wedding issue. Um and that was kind of fun to read again. Just kind of I feel like they did a good job with you know, the emotions of going through a wedding, and then Peter has like a nightmare sequence, um, he's getting married in his Spider-Man suit, with like the heroes there, and then the villains are there too, like in attendance.
Yeah,
Like,
which
like
is
Doc Ock is like on the organ. Captain America is saying, "Oh, it's the American way," and like Hobgoblin is just saying, "Die." It's just like it
very,
was fun.
very 80s. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's even one of the covers is like that, right? Because the newsstand, it's like
yeah.
them in their tux and their wedding gown, and their guests, Aunt May, and Harry, and whoever else. And then the other is that scene that you're basically describing: him in a suit,
Hmm.
and then the rogue gallery of villains, attending the wedding. So
Yeah, that was one thing I liked, and they didn't really do this for like any of the other issues
yeah,
of
there
the
you
book.
go.
But yeah, they provide the two variant covers, so kind of fun.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool to see them side by side because I have them both, but they're not on the same box. I gotta do
Yeah,
some organizing.
yeah, yeah, and they
But
kind of made you
it's
think too, like, oh, is Mary Jane kind of screwing around on Peter? Because she keeps like getting in like this Ferrari with this guy named Bruce, and he keeps wanting to like take her to like some some place in France, you know.
well, she's a
She's a
supermodel,
supermodel. I get
so
that, but yeah.
I'm sure that we only read what was age appropriate for us back then.
Yeah.
But I'm sure in the Marvel office, they had plenty of storylines where things could get spicy.
Yes. Yep. I'll try to find it too, but there was a panel that I really liked, and I ended up taking a picture of it. It was like, oh, maybe I want to do something with that someday. But they're in the apartment. Eh, I don't know if I'll be able to find it fast enough. Oh, I did. Okay, cool. So hopefully I can find this. This panel, right here. I thought that was such a good panel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I hate cleaning footprints off the ceiling.
Well,
I
wipe your
don't know.
feet. Wipe your
Yeah.
feet when you walk in, Spidey. Take your shoes off.
Yeah. So yeah, sometimes some panels just grab me like that. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's just like
Be a pain if
highlights
it
their
was.
relationship, and yeah,
Yeah, it's it shows their dynamic
yep,
really well, and I just hope that's not a popcorn ceiling. Otherwise, there'd be stuff on the floor and on the ceiling
yeah.
with him
Well,
crawling all
it
over.
was the '80s, so it's a high
That's
likelihood. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how apartments in New York
Oh
were
yeah.
were
Yeah.
in the 80s because they're old, right?
Yeah. That's true. That's
I don't
true.
remember at that time if they're because they haven't. No, they don't move into the towers until after Venom, where Mary Jane's like, I can't live in this apartment anymore because she got jumped by Venom in
Yeah.
one of those issues. So they go in and they find some fancy apartment buildings that she can pay now with her salary and stuff.
Yep.
So it's another
Um.
famous cover, and Christmas they're getting kicked out of that same apartment complex.
Yep. Um. Yeah, I can't remember. Oh yeah. Another thing too is like it's kind of cool that they touched on like Peter kind of going through like the emotions of Gwen again. Like he still has, her picture and
Hmm.
carrying that with him. And like there's a point where he's like, I loved you, and I thought I was going to be with you forever kind of thing. Help me get through this. It was just like, oh man, that was deep.
It's deep stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm close to finishing that, and then I'll probably finally get to the X-Men manga that I picked
That's
up
uh,
too.
that's a big boy too,
That is a big boy. So
and it is also from right to left, right?
yes, yep, yep.
That should be interesting. Does it have any like summary or?
That's a good question. Sometimes, like if I go to Barnes and Noble, I'm like, oh, that looks cool. I'll just pick that up. You know. Um. But yeah, let me look here. I'm not seeing anything. I thought this was kind of funny. This is what I was chuckling at. That's at the very end.
You're
Well, our
reading
very
the
beginning.
wrong one.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thanks,
you know
thanks,
what? If
Professor.
thanks, Charles. If you've never read one, I think it makes sense that it's there because if you just pick it
Yeah.
up and you start reading, all of a sudden you're going to be like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, like I've seen that to be a pretty common thing too within manga that you buy here at least. I'm sure it's probably not like that in Japan, but
No,
every one I've seen has some kind of warning, like oh, wrong way.
no, I think that's for what would be there for in markets.
Yeah. So yeah, there's no summary. I have no idea what I'm in store for. So it's just X-Men the manga. I mean, I suppose I could Google it, but that wouldn't be any fun.
No, no, I wouldn't. I was just curious if there was anything, 'cause sometimes when you buy some of those trade paperbacks, it'll say collects issues such and such, and
Yeah,
gives a brief description of what's in those issues, right?
right. And like there is that's all it is though. Just the title.
So it's the title and it's got like some pages, some sort of index.
Yeah. Yeah, this one at least this one is numbered. So let's see. There's there is 491 pages. And then there is a to be continued. So I would assume that there is there is X-Men the manga remastered number 2. So that's the next book after this. So
All
we'll see
right.
if I like this one enough, then I'll pick up the second one. But
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you.
yeah. So we'll see what's in store. But
Good deal. Good deal.
yeah. What else is going on?
Um, well, we have a show on Saturday.
We do. Yep. We will be at where is that again? The Woodbury Mall?
The Woodbury Mall.
Okay.
The show is put on by the Minnesota Comic Exchange. Shout out to the Minnesota Comic Exchange.
Whoop, whoop.
So there will be tons of vendors, lots of comics, think some toys. Anything in particular that you're hunting for?
Not really. Yeah, we'll just kind of see what I find. I wouldn't mind throwing up another Marvel Zombie book on the shelf here. So
Well, those might be about to get spendy because Disney Plus
and
just
that makes
released the
me
Marvel
yeah,
Zombies.
like I'm glad that they're pushing that content, but I'm also not happy because it's like they've been great. It's like the prices have been phenomenal. Like I just picked, and I do believe you that they are going up because this one right here, the homage to ASM 50, I got that for like $70, right? And that was pre-announcement, and now I like saw some email come through with like the eBay listings.
Uh,
It was like asking for like 250.
yep.
Like, oh, dang it! Stop.
It always happens.
Yeah, timing.
Timing. The
Yep.
one copy that's never been cheap is the first one, which is the homage to AF-15.
Yeah. Yep. I got that one right next to it, but that's a 9.4. I would love to get a 9.8 of that, but I'm happy I have it. So
Yeah, I have the reprint, so it's not quite there yet. But I'd love to get the first edition. But even before the show, you couldn't find it raw in good to VG for less than $100. So
yeah. And what else is going on? I think Sideshow is having like their horror kickoff.
yeah, you sent me some some cool things that they're doing, some remasters, right?
Yeah, no, I was trying to like find that to share, but I don't know why I can't find it right now. I was gonna pull it up, but yeah, they're doing some cool stuff for Halloween. Um, yeah, if I had the money, I would totally go to the Egyptian theater, man. Watch the Mummy. That'd be so cool. Yeah, they're screening that on October 31st. So in Hollywood.
That would be sweet. Obviously it makes sense, Egyptian mummy.
Yeah.
So, but I think it would be a cool experience and to see how the remaster turned out and how they worked it in.
Yeah, I have the 4K of that. I think it got released. It was last year or the year before. Don't quote me on that. It could have been soon. It could have been earlier. Oh yeah, here it is. I'll just share this. Yeah, celebration of Universal Monsters. So for those who know me well, I love the Universal Monsters. Always have since I was a kid. Just enamored with them. Some of the first horror movies I ever saw, and like, oh, they would play it on AMC every October. They would have like Monster Fest or whatever, and they would show those old movies like that. And then as the years went on, like they started showing more and more like recent stuff. But yeah, when I was a kid, they showed like a lot of the classics. So that's how I grew up watching them.
Which is your favorite movie of those classics, like the old school classics?
Oh, as a kid, it was always Frankenstein and Creature from the Black Lagoon. So probably tied. As an adult, I really dig Dracula now. Yeah. I still like Creature. I still love them all, but yeah. What about you?
I watched them as a kid. I haven't really revisited them, but I
Oh, you got to
remember.
come over and watch them.
Fine, let's do a
All right,
Halloween marathon.
let's do it. We can
Well,
stream it.
the kids are out trick or treating. Um, we'll get it. We'll get it going. Um, but I remember that my brother used to have a figure of the creature,
Yeah,
and I loved how that thing looked.
I know. It's so cool.
So,
Eel
just
Man
for, yep, just for, memories and
nostalgia.
remembering how
Yeah,
cool that thing is, that nostalgia, then I think Creature would be the one.
yeah,
And I've always liked vampires. So I like a ton of vampire movies, but I'm not like, oh, Dracula, he's the greatest, or
yeah, yeah. So they've got a few different events going on. Sunday, October 5th, Beyond Fest, Los Feliz Theater, L.A. So they're screening Frankenstein, where attendees will have the opportunity to purchase an event-exclusive screen print poster by Sachin Tang. I wonder what that looks like.
I don't know. So if you guys are watching from SoCal, go to Sideshow and find this out. You might be able to go and get some cool stuff during these screenings.
Yeah. Then October 24th, two exhibits will open simultaneously in LA and Austin, Texas. Fans can stop by the Celebrity Authentics at Universal City Walk in LA. This one it has a range on it. So October 24th through November 2nd to get a look at the new premium format figures and movie posters coming soon from Sideshow and Coda. At the same time, Austin, Texas fans can visit Canopy Gallery to see curated collection of alternative movie posters and limited run screen prints with event exclusive editions available for purchase.
See, maybe it's a good thing you're not there, because otherwise, your entire life savings would be drained in a matter of
Oh,
minutes.
this stuff would be going on the credit card for sure. Like, like
To our young viewers, don't do that.
don't do it.
Don't
Do you
max out
remember?
your credit
Oh,
cards.
dude, we were at Star Wars Celebration in 2019, I think.
Yeah, all right. The
Yeah,
year before COVID.
yeah. And there was an Alex Ross uh, picture of the Universal Monsters. Do you remember seeing that there? And you kept telling me to get it was like $1,200. I was like, I can't get that right now.
I remember. I was the little devil on your
Yeah,
shoulder, and you should
yeah,
totally get it. You should get it.
that's a good way to put it. You are the little devil on the shoulder.
Hey, it was cool though. I remember that. I don't remember what it looked like, but I remember that it was cool looking.
It was really cool looking. Yeah, yeah.
Because I even remember telling you this would look amazing exactly in this place in your basement. Think about it.
And I did think about
And
it every
you were
day
like,
while we were there.
we walked by that stand like more than any other. More than,
Yeah.
we walked up and down that aisle
It's a
more than any other aisle.
Star Wars convention, and that's what I kept going to. It's um, but yeah, for $1,200, man, I just couldn't pull the trigger on it. So I don't know. We'll see what Sideshow has to come out with. That could get me.
6 years
So
later, that might not be the case anymore.
yeah, yep. My career's in a better spot. So
Well, that's good. It's good that it hasn't gone the other way.
yeah. Let's see here. And then finally, October 31st, the world famous Egyptian Theater in Hollywood will host a special screening of The Mummy. Attendees will have a chance to purchase an event exclusive screen print poster by Ken Taylor. So,
1932. Wow, it's that
man,
old, dude. It's
it's that old, man. It's coming up on 100.
it's 7 years of being 100.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it is crazy. It is. Yeah. Well,
Just goes to show that classics will endure.
oh, yeah, absolutely. Cool. So, I don't know. I think that's all I got.
Well, cool. I don't think I really have a lot. Like I said, been busy with stuff outside work. We'll catch up more at the show. Maybe we'll get some footage and show our friends in a future episode. I'm really not hunting for anything either.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you that, and then we got sidetracked.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Maybe some FF.
Okay.
I think I mentioned that I'm gonna try to complete the volume 1 run.
Yep.
Um, I really like the FF. I always have. And then ever since they announced the movie, it got me excited. And then when the first trailer got released, I was even more excited. And of course, my first love is Spider-Man, but
Hmm.
some of those prices are just, you know,
Yeah.
and they never get cheaper, or so it seems. And it's just so competitive, even at shows, you feel like you're fighting for the same book at times, and
Hmm.
so that has taken some of that fun out of it. So I think, focusing on the FF Volume 1 run is a more realistic goal.
Okay.
Um, realistic, because there's 400 and some of them. But some of them are cheap, you can get in the
Yeah.
dollar bins.
Hmm.
The ones that are painful, of course, are going to be number one,
Yeah.
which is, the
Probably anything like sub 100.
anything. Well, in the sub 100, I'm actually pretty close now. I think I'm
Oh,
only
okay.
like 20 away.
Oh,
Because
wow.
I've been chipping at it for years.
Okay.
It just wasn't my focus. Um, but of course, one's going to be expensive, and then of course 5 is going to be expensive because that's the first Doctor Doom.
Yep.
So those two are years away. Um, but if it's anything, I might cheat a little bit. Um, redid my wall. I don't know if you can see it, but this is a copy of Los Cuatro Fantásticos número 13,
Oh, that's how you're
aka
gonna cheat? Yeah.
aka Fantastic Four 13.
Yeah.
So if I can get, decent copies of foreign books, foreign editions of those books, I'll be happy. And then, some of those can also command a pretty good amount. That one I got a very good deal. But it's still, it's not a $20 book either.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna see what there is like that. Then of course, if there's any J. Scott Campbell or Jenny Frison and they're decently priced, those are always welcome addition to the collection. But yeah, really looking forward to hanging out and doing some hunting together. It's been a minute since we've been able to do that and going out hunting. So I'm excited and looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too, man. Cool. Well, like we said, we'll keep this one short. But yeah, I'll see you on Saturday. And for everyone watching this, thanks for for tuning in and hanging out with us tonight. So yeah, until next time, keep flipping those pages.
And we'll see